Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Monday, February 5th, 2024. So glad you could join me here this afternoon. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you change the financial trajectory of your life by teaching you how to successfully currency trade using our simple to use but highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. And we do that with personalized one-on-one training, which we think is the most efficient and effective way to learn currency trading. There's lots and lots and lots of information out there on currency trading, some of it good, some of it not so good. Although we think it's simple to trade, it is not easy. So, but our tools do that. And the purpose of this session this afternoon is to show you how easy our tools are and how accurate they are. So with that, let's jump into it. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the ways we teach is by doing these live webinars, and I do 3 of them a week. This one this afternoon, and then we do another one tomorrow morning at 6:30 and on Thursday at 6:30. And every evening around 4:15, I send out an overnight trade setup. And we will do that at the end of this trading session, where you'll see my analysis for that. That uses a different trade setup than the one we're going to use on this trade. When you become a member, we do live trades every morning at 10 and every evening at 10. So lots of opportunity. One, to kind of get a free trade from somebody who's a good trader, and 2, learn from somebody who knows what they're doing by watching them walk through their analysis. We've got a dozen different trade strategies. So different people use different things that kind of fit their profile. One of the great things about the program is that we customize a trade plan to you based on your availability to trade and your risk profile. And then again, our secret sauce is that we don't abandon you once we've taught you. It's continuous training. We've got a session every Wednesday night where we're doing training. We've got a session every Saturday morning where we're doing training. You can always improve and get better. And by just going over things again and again and again, that improves you. I like to work off of a checklist. It helps keep me focused and make sure I don't miss anything. And here is my checklist. Every day I like to restart my green chart. Clears out the memory, picks up any updates. Every day at the end of the day, I like to review the trades that didn't go the way that I thought they should, to try to figure out what was it that I didn't do right. Sometimes you can do everything right and just the trade goes the other way. But that shouldn't happen very often when you're using our indicators. So when a trade doesn't go well, and I've been trading over 4 years now, sometimes you make careless errors. Sometimes you missed something on the indicator. With our simulator, you can go back to the specific time and look exactly at what you were looking at and say, all right, what did I miss here? We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and that is what our indicators are very good at picking up. However, news does impact currency prices. So we want to know what that news is. And we get that news by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact, which I tend to ignore. Orange, which is medium impact. I tend to ignore it, but some people pay attention to it. And red, which is high impact. These are the things I want to trade around. And tonight at 10:30, we've got some stuff on the Australian dollar. We are, it depends how quick the setup is, whether we're going to take a trade on the Australian dollar. If we think we can get it done, usually I want to be out of this trade 2 hours before this news item. So that would put us at 8:30 our time. If we were to take a trade now, it really isn't going to get moving till we've got 1 hour before 5 o'clock, and then we got 2 hours after 6. So we could get this in. And then tomorrow at 12:45 on the Canadian dollar. So this is the only one we need to worry about. So let's jump in. Actually, let's not quite jump in yet. I want to show you the trade I am going to do is I'm going to use a signal called a 10-point signal. I like to trade it off of the 1 hour chart. I like to be halfway into the 1 hour chart before I take the trade. So we are on a 1 hour chart. A trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. My sweet spot is 11. So if I can carve out 11 3 times a day, I am doing terrific. And you'll see my trade results. I generally trade. I'm trading an account with over $100,000 in it, so I'm trading a lot size of 10. So you'll see a lot size of 10. Each pip is worth $100. So you'll see many of my trades are around $1,100, $1,200, $1,500. So right in there. So that's my sweet spot. And I am looking to get in and out of a trade within 1 to 3 hours. And on this trade strategy, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the lines from all 3 sections of the chart to point in the same direction. And if we have that, we've got a good trade. So let's kind of jump in and see what we've got here. The chart I am going to be trading off of today is the light 6 major, which is one of the standard charts. And it is a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is what we call the overbought line. I am looking for situations where these lines, the major and minor lines, are above the overbought line and pointing down, or below this horizontal red line, which is the oversold line, and pointing up. So for example, 3 hours ago, all the lines are pointing up, they're below, going up. I want to catch this run through the channel. And you can see that's 3 hours. And had I been able to catch this, we got 14 pips there. So I would have been able to get my 11 pips before it started to turn. So this is what I'm looking for. I want to catch down here with everybody going up and get the trade. Now, here, we've just touched overbought. That's okay. Miners are coming down. I don't mind that the miners have run through the channel, but the majors are sideways. They're going down, but not that steeply. I want the green line on this greater than 45 degrees. And I also want something I call the double cross, where the red line has crossed over the green line. And we don't have that here. So we're going to pass. When I was looking at this before we came online, this was going down. We had it down and it was just at 45 degrees, but you can see it's weakened since the time we came on air and are looking at it. Euro USD, my favorite pair, overbought. Miners are coming down, but majors are sideways. Green line is coming down, red line is horizontal. So nothing there. If I don't have everything I want here, I don't need to look at the TNTs or the pressure. Pound USD. Here we've got the majors in the channel going up and the miners oversold and going down. So the lines aren't agreeing. Kind of the same thing here on the US Canadian dollar. Majors are overbought coming down. Angle isn't quite at 45 degrees yet. The red line is on top, but the miners are going up. So I don't have agreement. I want all the lines coming down. Dollar Swiss franc. We touched oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross, green lines on top, gray lines on top. But this angle, I don't like the angle on the green line. To me, it looks a little less than 45 degrees. The other thing I don't like is there's a kink in the line right here, and we're going from more steep to less steep. I want it to be the other way. I want it to go from less steep to more steep. So I'm going to pass. Dollars, yen. Majors are going down, minors are going up in the middle of the channel, so we got nothing here. So I've cloned this chart, and I am made another chart with 6 pairs that are non-USD based. And why isn't it loading? Huh. Well, I apologize here. I don't know what's using up all of my memory here. Let's see. Get logged out. This over to the side. Something's using up a lot of memory here. Well, it looks like I need to not only restart my indicators, but maybe restart my computer because there's something really slowing it down here. All right, here we go. Euro pound. Bought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. This is a nice signal. I got 3 points. 1, we're overbought. 2, everybody's coming down. 3, I've got the red line over the green and the black line over the gray. Only thing I don't like about this is the green line it's kind of a big gap here from where the green line is and the blue line. I like it to be a little closer to entering the channel. Also, I don't like that we've been overbought for 5 hours. I prefer it to have come up and started a turn to come down. Now, euro pound, we're trading off of a 1-hour chart. I want it to be active trading in one of the two markets that the currency is in. So right now in Europe is 6 to 7 hours difference depending on where you are in Europe. So that puts us at 10 to 11 o'clock. Nobody's trading there. In England, it's 5 hours. So again, it's 9 o'clock. Nobody's trading there. So even though I like this signal, I'm not going to trade it off of a 1-hour chart. Because I want the move to happen within 1 to 3 hours. Since it's not active trading, I won't see the move that I want. So I am going to I'm going to pass. Australian dollar yen. We touched overbought. Everybody's coming down. And I've got the double cross. Red's on top, black's on top. So I've got the 3 points here. There's good steepness. It's a little bit better than 45 degrees. When I have the 3 points here, I'm going to jump up to my TNTs and count how many lines are supporting this sell. I want to have at least 3 of the lines here supporting the sell. So the thick orange is coming down, telling me sell. Thin orange is going up, telling me buy. So I have one of the 2 oranges. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes up, that means sell. So thick blue is coming up. Dotted blue is coming down. Each of these is measuring something at a different speed. So I may have 2 of the 4. I want at least 3 of the 4. So since I don't have that, I'm going to pass. Again, the goal is if I can get agreement, since each section is measuring something a little different, if I can get agreement over all 3 sections, I've got a good trade. I don't need to have it happen a lot. I only need to happen 2 or 3 times a day. If I get that, I'm good. Euro Canadian dollar overbought. Majors going up, minors going down, so we don't have agreement. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is a good signal. Only thing I don't like about it, so we're oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. The thing I don't like about it is the green line is more than halfway. I don't know how much more of a move there is here. Today, well, I guess it's tomorrow now in New Zealand. it was a bank holiday today. They're a day ahead of us. So maybe we'll come back to this. I don't like it that it's more than halfway. So let's see if we see something better. And if not, we'll come back to it. We'll write that down. AUD, NZD, buy. Pound yen. We're more than halfway. Everybody's going up, but we've got this kink in the line and it's less than 45 degrees. So we're just going to pass. Here we're touching overbought and the lines are starting to change, but they're not going down. They're sideways. Well, let's go to our next group. Canadian dollar, yen. Oversold, started to going up and then it turned and now is going sideways. So nothing. Euro New Zealand dollar approaching overbought, so nothing there. Pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar. Oversold. Everybody's going up. And we've got the double cross. So 3 points. Good steepness on the green line here. We're going from less steep to more steep, less steep to more steep twice. There's 2 kinks in this line. We're right at the halfway mark. So 3 points here. 2 orange lines going up. Dotted blue coming down. Blue lines are inversely related. So when that comes down, that means buy. So 3 of the 4. I need a minimum of 3 of the 4. And I've got sideways pressure with green on top. Sideways pressure with green on top. So this is a point. 1 point, 3 points, 3 points. So pound New Zealand dollar. Now it's off market in England, but it's 4 in the morning in New Zealand. So, that's approaching morning time. So the next step is, once I see my trade set up, I want to confirm it. And the way I'm going to confirm it is I am going to look at other time periods. So in this case, we're going to change to Great Britain pound, NZD. And I want to look at the 2 and the 4 hour. And basically what I want is I want us to be oversold on both. So the 2 hour, we're oversold, it's going up. It doesn't need to be going up. That's a plus if it is. And the reason I want this oversold is if this signal weakens, I'll still pick up the trade off of the 2 or the 4 hour. It'll just take longer to happen. And on the 4 hour, it's oversold. And the major is sideways here. Red line is horizontal, green line is going up. So I'm oversold on both. So I like that. So I've got my confirmation. Once I have my confirmation, I need to figure out how much the trade is worth. Now, this is a little bit more advanced trading strategy than the one we start you off with, but I'm just showing you what I like to use. So I want to know what the trend is and where the support and resistance is, because the support and resistance is going to be the bounds, my bounds for the trade. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So I'm going to just drop a horizontal line in here, and it seems to stop in here, stopped in here, stopped in here, over here, here, over here, here, over here. And they're usually about 30, 40 pips apart. On the Euro USD. So it stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped in here, 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 here. So these natural stopping points, that's going to be the range I want to trade within. So here you can see we had a big uptrend. Here we had a little bit of a downtrend, and I don't know, the last week it's kind of been, I wouldn't call this an uptrend. It's kind of a sideways trend. If I am trading against the trend, I am going to take less pips. So we're going to move this so we can see it a little bit better. And I want to know how much room I have from where we're at to the line, because that becomes my, so there's 37 pips up. About 8 pips down, 37 up and 8 down. Now I'm going to go back and look at the signal, and then let's look at one more thing. $25 pips to there. $12.5 pips to there. So let's go back and look at our signal again. You can see it's pulled back a little bit, and the kink in the line has changed from going from more steep to less steep. When we looked at it before, there was 2 kinks in the line, and we went from less steep to more steep and less steep to more steep, but now we're going from more steep to less steep. So it's weakened up a little bit. Subsequently, we've got this down. The candle has changed from green to red. The slope on the green line is still greater than 45 degrees. We're oversold here, oversold here. Let's go ahead and we're going to take a 12.5 pip buy, 12.5 pip buy off of this. We've got 30 pips, and we're going to just take a third of it. So you can open up your MetaTrader, or open up your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader, this is a demo account. So first I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and I'm going to find pound New Zealand dollar. It's going to be down in this third group here, probably. Great Britain pound. Great Britain pound. Where is he hiding? Right there. Great Britain pound, New Zealand dollar. I'm going to change it to a 1-hour chart so we're looking at the same thing. Ooh. We've got a 2 pip spread, which is a lot. 2 pip spread. Since we're taking over 10 pips, I'm going to still take this, but this is a huge spread. This is a huge spread, so I wouldn't take this unless we were taking at least 12. So I'm going to go to New Order, and my lot size is a function of how much I've got in my account, and I'm going to move this decimal place over 4 spots. So I can go to 1.19, which is 1.12. I can go half of that to double that. I am just going to go to 1.2 because we're going to take some other trades in a minute. I'm going to do market buy. And once the trade is recorded, I am going to right click, go to modify. I'm going to make this actually 13.5. 13.5 is 135 points. And 3 times that, we use a 3 times stop loss, is going to be 40. 40 pips is 400 points. So if I click on the little red button, it does the math. If I click on the little blue button, it does the math. And then I record it. And I want to make sure we've got everything in here, and it is. So we took a trade on the buy trade for 13 pips, 13 and a half pips actually, on the pound New Zealand dollar with a take profit of 2.07233. That's 2.07233. Stop loss of 2.06690. And we're going to expect this to close by 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, I'll expect this to close. Now I am going to change gears. I'm going to change gears and do a different trade using a different signal. This is the overnight trade. The overnight trade, this is a simple signal. You don't have to do the stuff with the with looking at where the support and resistance are and what the trend is. Here, we're going to look at the day chart, Euro USD day chart, and we are going to look at what the green line is doing on the major indicator. Green line is oversold. Now, normally I don't take a sell when we're oversold unless it's on this trade. Here, oversold, and it's telling me sell. What I then do is I confirm the trade by looking at what's going on with the 12-hour and the 8-hour. And on the 12-hour, we are going to see that green line is flat, not going down. Now, in baseball, we give a tie to the runner, but not in trading. So if it's not going down, it disagrees. And then if we look at the 8-hour, way oversold, and it's going up. So I do not have agreement with the 8, the 12, and the day. So there's no trade here. I want all three of these going down. All three of these going down. So let's look at the pound yen. So this is real simple. Here, we're in the middle of the channel. Green line's going down. Telling me sell. 12-hour. Overbought entering the channel. Green line's going down, and it's going down quite steeply. Sell. 8-hour. Oversold. Going down. So sell, sell, sell. We're going to take a 22 pip sell on the pound yen. Why 22 pips? Because I've tested it and I've done different combination, and 22 seems to be the magic number that makes it work. So I'm going to go to new order. We're going to use the same lot size. Market sell. Right click. Go to modify. And here we are going to go to 22 pips, which is 220 points. I just add an extra 0, click the little blue line. It does the calculation for me. We're going to use a 3-to-1. So if I'm going for 22 pips, my stop loss is going to be 66. Add a 0. Hit the little red button. So on the pound yen, we took a sell with a take profit of 186.162, and a stop loss of 187.042. 187.042. The one thing I don't like here is the pound is first in both of these, and on one we got to buy, one we got to sell. So this one's going to probably, the pound yen is going to probably close sometime between 9 and 3 in the morning, where this is going to close before 9. We're going to get the buy, and then we'll get the downward move on the yen. All right, thank you for joining me. I'll be doing this again tomorrow morning at 6:30. If you want to learn to trade, these indicators have been a godsend to me. They're very accurate. They work. I've been using them for 4 years. If I can do it, you can do it. You just need to know how to read them, and we will teach you on how to read them. And the thing about our training is that you get somebody to talk to and ask questions. It's geared to your pace, to your speed. If you can learn fast, we teach fast. If you need more time, we give you the time. And the best thing is we're so confident that it works that we let you trade with our money and split what you make. So that reduces the risk for you. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow morning, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.